Whiskey Bravo 4, Kilo, into your mic. Over.
Roger, KIM, and what's the name there?
Roger, KIM, and what's the name there? Oh, the name Stan. Oh.
Try that one more time. Kind of had some noise there. Try the name one more time.
Some noise there. Try the name one more time. Oh, Stan for family. Stan, Sierra Tango, Alpha November.
Roger, Stan, and whereabouts are you located, sir?
Roger, Stan, and whereabouts are you located, sir? Oh, I'm located in Waldorf, Maryland. I guess I'm about 30 miles south of Washington, D.C. Over.
Roger, Stan, and what radio are you running today, sir?
Roger, Stan, and what radio are you running today, sir? I have ICOM IC756 Pro.
Roger, 756 Pro. Well, if you would be interested in our setup, you know, and let me just point out something that when you said your name, you know, it's got the S in the front, and I was not hearing that S, so we need to do a little EQing to brighten your audio up a little bit so, you know, it's more articulated. So when you say Sam, people hear that S on the beginning, Roger?
People hear that S on the beginning, Roger? Oh, Roger. Okay. Very well, over.
Yes, sir. So if you're interested in our setup, it starts with you. Is that an older radio or newer radio, sir?
Is that an older radio or newer radio, sir? It's a newer one. Oh, boy. I guess it's several years old now. It has a digital display screen. Over.
Yes, sir. The reason I ask is that we'd like to get you in that transmit bandwidth called wide, 100 to 2900, and that lets your transmitter be all that it can be as far as utilizing the audio spectrum. In other words, if you're not in that wide, and if you would happen to be in a lesser motif like 500 to 2500, then you know, the top end of your audio would be very restricted, and there would be little we could do EQ-wise to make that more articulated, because we have specified in our transmit bandwidth directions that we don't want that. So what we're really looking for is the transmit bandwidth called wide, 100 to 2900, Roger?
100 to 2900, Roger? Roger. I do copy, over.
Roger. Now, do you happen to know, that would be in menu, settings, transmit, sideband. Right in that area is where you would find your transmit bandwidth situation there. And usually most modern-day radios have like 3 different selections. Among them would be that wide selection that you would want. Roger?
Selection that you would want, Roger? Okay, I'm taking note while you are telling me. You said wide bandwidth. You said 100. What was the range? Just from 100 to what?
100 to 2900. And then it gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. So they cut off at 2900, you know, and then that next frequency is 300, and that could be somebody else, you know, in there. So they want to create just a little separation. So that's what's the beautiful thing about that wide transmit bandwidth, 100 to 2900, because it lets your transmitter be all that it can be, and then gives you just a slice of daylight to keep you out of somebody else's conversation, Roger?
Out of somebody else's conversation, Roger? Roger. Thank you very much for that information. And what were those attributes in the menu? You said menus, settings, and what were the other?
Yes, sir. I think it would be I don't know, but logically speaking, I would say a menu, settings, transmit, sideband, and right there would be normally your transmit bandwidth that you're looking for, And then as you continue on that line, the next one would be your transmit equalization page, just for your FYI, Roger?
Page, just for your FYI, Roger. Transmit, you said transmit information on a page, right?
Yes, sir. It goes menu, settings, transmit, sideband, then your transmit bandwidth selection, of which we want 100 to 2900, and then most logically it would go into your transmit equalization page. Would be the next step, Roger?
Equalization page would be the next step, Roger. Roger. Transmit equalization page. Okay, hey, appreciate that information. Of course, you know, I don't fully understand this radio since I had it. This particular radio has all kinds of bells and whistles that I'm not familiar with yet. I was from the old school days when I had they call it equipment, the separate transmitter and the separate receiver, separate power supply. Then I went from that over to Kenwood, the 438, 28. And then I had a friend who really passed away, and his wife gave me the bells and whistles on it, but I have not even begin to understand how it operates, over.
Roger. Okay, so we've got some numbers for you if you want to copy on your notes. After we establish that we can get that radio in the wide transmit bandwidth, we move to your compressor processor, and we're only looking for just a third of that capability. You're so small that you would never really hear it on the air, but we're suggesting a 3 on your transmit, on your compressor processor, on and add a 3. Roger. Or that's a 3 out of 10 or a 30 out of 100, depending on how your compressor processor is labeled. Roger.
Your compressor processor is labeled. Roger. Roger. Okay, appreciate that. And I'll begin to over.
Roger, and then we move on from there to our level, our transmit level, and it's done by with your hand on your mic gain control. As you say the word audio, you adjust your mic level control to where your ALC meter is running in the sweet spot of 7 or 2/3. So I'll repeat that for you for making those notes. You're looking at your ALC meter as you say the word audio, and you're just interested in the first part of that word, the and it's spoken at a level that would resemble your normal Qso level. Don't stress that word, just say it like you would say any other word in a Qso, and adjust your mic gain control until your ALC meter is running in the sweet spot of 7 or 2/3. Roger?
Spot of 7 or 2/3. Roger.
Roger. So then once we get that, your modulation level, we move over to your equalization page. And I'm not real sure at this point what that would be. I usually go for a little more articulation than where we are at the moment. So I would say at least 2 clicks of additional treble boost from your EQ page. And the other part of that would be equalizer 2, which is your mid-range. You want that to be flat or off. In other words, we want the mid-range to be all that it can be, but not pushed or cut by the equalizer. So EQ2, the mid-range equalizer, should be off or plus or minus 0 flat. Roger?
Or plus or minus 0 flat. Roger? Roger, roger.
Okay, so then, and if you then go to your treble EQ, if you have the ability on that radio to insert a specific frequency, the ideal push or cut frequency for the treble control is 2.7 kilohertz. Might make a note of that. 2.7 kilohertz if you can put a frequency into EQ3. Some radios will let you do that and some won't. And in addition, some radios will let you specify the shape of that equalizer page and the treble equalizer. In other words, you can have a sharp equalization curve, which is very pointy and very specific at 2700, but you can widen it out and have it more broader than that, and we suggest a 4. We suggest if you can control your shape of that equalizer signal, we prefer a 4. Roger, roger?
We prefer a 4. Roger, roger? Roger, roger.
And then the other thing would be on the bottom side, equalizer 1, the bass control. We don't know what that is until we get the top side, the treble worked out fairly nicely, and then we can go and chop or boost the bottom side. But it's going to be at a frequency of 200 hertz on equalizer 1, your bass control. And so it'll probably wind up to be -5 or somewhere in there, but we don't know until we hear actually the sound of your voice, Roger.
Actually, the sound of your voice, Roger. Roger, roger.
And that's about it. But so I would say get your book, try to find those places, see what you can do about cranking in the numbers that we suggested, and then maybe next week, if you get the chance, come back and join us, and we'll see what it sounds like and what we need to do or don't. Roger?
We'll see what it sounds like and what we need to do or don't. Roger? Roger, roger, and this frequency is 7.188. Is that a roger?
Yes, sir, 7188. And we are on the air from 3:30 till 5 each Friday afternoon, all things being equal and the creeks don't rise, Roger?
All things being equal and the creeks don't rise, Roger? Roger, roger. Thank you very much for that information. And I will make note. Over.
Yes, sir, Stan. Maybe we'll see you next Friday. Love to. And also, between now and then, we are recording as we go. And if you would like to hear how your radio sounds at the moment, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3700, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger?
And I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger? Roger, and what's the call again? Over?
There is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, KC9VKV, and my name is Jim, Roger?
KC9VKV, and my name is Jim, Roger? KC9VKV, is that a Roger?
Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor.
And Victor Kilo Victor. Victor Kilo Victor. Okay. my ears are getting old, and I can't catch the call signs on the fly. Over.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well. Got to work on that too. I don't know. I don't. Luckily, I have not had to think about hearing aids, but boy, certainly would be an experience, Roger.
Certainly would be an experience, Roger. Roger. Now, to get to, did you say? How can I get that information again? Did you say? Did you give me a website to go to, or did you give me the? How did you tell me to get that information over?
All right, sir. If you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. Followed by the word logbook will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3700, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
And I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger? Roger, roger. Thank you very much. And what's the handle again? Over?
Roger, handle is Jim, Juliet India Mike. Roger?
Roger, handle is Jim, Juliet India Mike. Roger? Roger, roger, Jim. Hey, thank you very much for that information. And I'll be working on that within the next week or so. And try to see can I get this thing going. And I'll see from 3:30 to 5 on Fridays. So I'll join you in the future when I can and get the chance. Give you a shout. And thank you very much. KC9VKV. This is WB4KIM. And it's been a pleasure talking to you. Over.
Roger, Roger, Stan 73, sir. You have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend, and like I said, we'll hopefully look forward to seeing you next Friday. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.